Hello and welcome to the Sleep in Peace evening embodied participation practice. I'd like to welcome you very warmly. If this is your first time joining this practice, take a moment and look into the description box below this video. Click on the little more word and it'll pop out a description where you can grab the worksheet that we're working off of. If you want to learn how to recognize how God is alive and holding you and offering you living support and provision in every moment, then this is the practice for you. In this class, we learn how to receive how God is holding us right through the place where we are seated. We learn how to recognize what it is that God is providing us to help us be renewed and restored. And then we take a moment and we review our day and notice the things that went well and feel how God is alive in those things so that we can take a few moments to receive that. And then we're ending the practice with noticing the things in our life that are still in process, the things that we are still working on, and allowing those aspects to be held in this living love. This is a profoundly gathering practice. And as we gather back into God's living love and heart in this way before we sleep, we rest very deeply. We are renewed and then redirected in our day tomorrow, next day, or even in the next moment as we are held more fully. So we begin our time together by just gathering, grab a pillow, grab your journal, grab a couple different color pens, and find your way in a comfortable position where you won't be interrupted for about the next 25 to 30 minutes. And then we can begin our time together. So we begin our time together by taking a moment to recognize how we are connected to and supported by the place where we are seated. Go ahead and take a moment to notice how your body is held by your seat. Let's go ahead and notice that together now. And as we are noticing how we are held by the place where we are seated, we're then invited to take a moment to recognize which part of our body feels the most held by our seat. We want to write that down into our journal. And then we're redirecting our brain's awareness to that area. We're saying, here is where I am already supported, right where I am seated. Here is where I am already supported, right where I am seated. And as you take a moment with that, we want to recognize, what does that quality of support feel like to you? going to write that down, and we're saying, this is God's living gift to me. This is God's living gift to me. And see if you can feel the part of yourself that maybe is not able or maybe is resistant to receiving this living support. Which part is not able to rest in? See if you can recognize that. And you just want to place your hand on that area. And again, you're refreshing your awareness of the place where you're the most connected and the support God is providing you. And as you are noticing that with the warmth of your hand, as you're holding the area that maybe is unsure or just doesn't know how, you're just offering that warmth and presence. You're saying, take all the time that you need, and you're listening, allowing the aliveness or the personality of that area really to speak into the warmth of your own hand. And then from that place, you want to take a moment again and just recognize how you are held by the place where you are seated. And then you want to take a moment to notice what are the things that went well in your day today. And go ahead and write that down into your journal. And then from that list of the things that went well, you want to take a moment and recognize which one feels um, like the most for you. Take a moment, which one stands out the most? And you want to notice what is the aliveness or the support that flows through that experience to you. So the thing went well, but what is it that that gives you? Take a moment and see if you can become aware of that aliveness that's being provided to you, that living support that flows through the experience. And we want to notice, touch into that and say, this is God's living gift to me. This is God's living gift to me. And then see if you can feel within yourself any part of yourself that is not able to take that in. Take a moment and see if you can recognize that. And you just want to place your hands on those areas. And we're just offering presence to the mindset and the personality or the aliveness of those areas that just don't yet have the capacity or don't know how, or maybe are unsure. Just take a moment and you're holding the aliveness of that resistance or incapacity very tenderly, taking all the time that you need. And then from that place, just make a note of whatever stands out for you. And then we want to take a moment and we're going to notice what is still in process, what things might still be challenging you today, overwhelming your system. You're going to take a moment and you're going to write that down into your journal. And we're just taking a moment to allow ourselves to hold where we feel that aliveness as well. Noticing where your challenges are alive in your system or embedded in your body, and just placing your hands on those, offering presence and support. Allowing those aspects of yourself to really speak into the warmth of your presence. Let them say whatever is true for that experience. And then from that place, we are preparing to move into our rest. And you want to notice if aspects of your um, day that feel unresolved or things that are still in process, if they are still popping up through the night, if they wake you up in the night, see if you can place your hands on those areas. It might be a pain pattern, it might be a circumstance that's going on, it might be a state of anxiety or overwhelm or confusion in your body. See if you can see that experience as a bullseye for the presence of your hand. You're trying to allow your tone of touch to be the first responder, and then notice how you are supported by the surface that you're laying on, and allowing your brain to just recognize that surface, feel God alive in that. What is the support God's giving you? And then just very tenderly, not trying to manipulate the experience that's happening, just being present with the tone of your touch, and just watch how your body organically begins to stretch out into that experience of safety. And then something else will begin to occur, something else will begin to unfold when we are coming from that place of being fully held in God's living love. I hope you guys have a great evening. It's my honor to be here with you, and I give great thanks to my living Jesus Christ, who leads us on this narrow path that takes us directly home, to the home of God's living heart that is waiting for each of us. I hope you have an excellent evening, and I look forward to seeing you when it suits your schedule next. Have a great day.